We'll go ahead and get started. Please find a seat if you can. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rick Page. I'm Dean of the Larner College of Medicine, and I'm so pleased to welcome all of you to take part in one of the University of Vermont's most revered traditions, the Endowed Faculty Investiture Ceremony. In addition to all of us massed here in the Hale Gallery, I'm glad to welcome all of you who are joining us via our live stream. Today we have the pleasure of recognizing and celebrating Dr. Randall Holcomb as the inaugural holder of the J. Walter Juckett Chair in Cancer Research. We're privileged to have a number of special guests joining us here to mark this occasion, including UVM President Suresh Garamella, from whom you'll hear shortly. Also here today is Dr. Stephen Leffler, President and Chief Operating Officer of the UVM Medical Center, Dean Noma Anderson, Dean of the College of Nursing and Health Sciences, and Dr. Polly Parsons, the E.L. Amidon Chair and Professor of Medicine, from whom you'll also be hearing later in the program. Let me begin by expressing our gratitude to the directors of the J. Walter Juckett Cancer Research Foundation for their ongoing support of cancer research here at UVM. That support dates back to 1979, when Walter Juckett founded the original entity, the Lake Champlain Cancer Research Organization, which has grown to the foundation that today bears his name. Mr. Juckett was a graduate of Norwich University here in Vermont and began his career at the Hurlburt Paper Company, where his father, Frank Juckett, was the president. The Juckett subsequently took over management of the Sandy Hill Iron and Brass Works in Hudson Falls, New York. Walter Juckett later succeeded his father as president of what became the Sandy Hill Corporation and served as the chair of the board of that company until his death in 1988. As I mentioned, Mr. Juckett founded the Lake Champlain Cancer Research Organization in 1979, which was about a decade after he lost his wife, Elizabeth, to cancer. For over 40 years now, support from the Juckett family and the foundation has been key to research activity at the UVM Cancer Center and to the betterment of the lives of patients and families across this region. The gift to support this endowed chair, for instance, made it possible for us to recruit Dr. Holcomb. Endowed positions, such as the one we're gathered here to celebrate today, are among the highest honors for a faculty member at the University of Vermont. Investing faculty members with endowed chairs and professorships allows the university to recognize and celebrate academic achievement and to further encourage scholarly, service, and clinical excellence. Endowed positions are a tribute to the holder and a permanent legacy for the donors who established them. Named chairs and professorships help ensure the quality and strength of our faculty for years to come, while clearly reflecting the interests and hopes of the donors who established and support them. Endowed professorships and chairs are also important in recruiting and retaining the most creative researchers, the most effective teachers, the best clinicians, and the finest leaders. Exceptional faculty members and program directors, such as Dr. Holcomb, in turn create a dynamic and engaging environment that attracts outstanding scientists, trainees, and students. For all these reasons, on behalf of the Larner College of Medicine, I'm tremendously grateful for the gift of the J. Walter Juckett Cancer Research Foundation, and I'm deeply grateful for the time and energy its directors invest to carry on the legacy of Mr. Juckett. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce President Suresh Garamella to offer his thoughts on this investiture. Please join me in welcoming him.
Thank you, Rick. I like coming to this hall. You bring in the money, you have good news to share, and you let me talk about it. So do it more. I'll come again. And today it's all because of the Juckett Foundation, the directors. I had a chance to chat with them a little bit. and they have good connections, deep connections to UVM. I'm just very thankful. I'll just decide for the commitment that folks like you have to solve such a pestilential problem like cancer, and that can be done here. So I'm really respectful and admire your commitment to solving these dread diseases. I thank all of you. I welcome all of you here that have joined, and I believe it being video streamed, so everyone else who's with us. I think you're all here to celebrate a particularly deserving faculty member, a new faculty member who's joining us. Anyone who sees his CV cannot but be impressed. He's a really surprisingly successful and excellent fit to what we're looking for here. And you'll hear more about him, of course, in just a little while here. We're here to celebrate our colleague, Randy Holcomb. We're also here to celebrate the generosity and the vision of the Juckett Foundation. Mr. J. Walter Juckett, who I did not have the pleasure to meet, clearly had great foresight, and you're all pursuing his vision, and we thank you for the fact that UVM is the beneficiary of his generosity. Certainly, it takes a lot of diligence, and I know you put a lot of time into making sure that legacy is kept and used well. And you support a world-class cancer center, which will become even more impactful, and which will soon have the NCI designation. Randy Holcomb told me it'll take 4 years. I heard it is 3, so we'll. And I started counting when I started here, which was 2 years ago. So. Anyway, it's really a privilege, as Dean Page said. These traditions of investiture are really a wonderful, historic. They've been coming for a long time. It's a great academic tradition where we recognize a highly qualified person with a great record and a great future and a great potential. And I think Dr. Holcomb's contributions already to medicine, many contributions to medicine, that he brings to UVM and to all of our community, certainly qualifies him for such a recognition. Honestly, one of the things I like about coming to this hall and recognizing the kinds of things Dean Page and all of you are doing is that, as some of you know, I hope all of you know, I'm a very big proponent of public higher education, the land-grant mission, and I cannot often think of a better way that UVM fulfills its land-grant mission than through our distributed network of the London College of Medicine, but also of our medical center. We've got Steve Leffler here. It really is a great partnership. Not always the case across the country, but I think our medical center and our College of Medicine work very well together. And how we deliver health, well-being, right? Save lives, spread good health and medicine. What can be a better way to spread and our impact and to satisfy our land-grant mission? So Steve, thank you for being here, and to all of you for helping us satisfy this. The tagline that I thought about when we first came here after hearing everything is that UVM is all about building healthy societies and a healthy environment. You see a perfect example of that here today, but almost every college, every department, every faculty member, staff, and student is somehow, in some way, contributing to building healthy societies and a healthy environment. It is so much a part of the fabric here, and that's why this is so central to our land-grant mission and our most distinctive strengths, which are in these two areas. So much so that with our development folks, we've developed a campaign. We've not in the past had research campaigns, fundraising campaigns, philanthropic fundraising for research, and we're doing that for the first time. It's called SOLVE. It's a sister campaign to our other campaign called SOAR, which is focused on financial aid for students. And so SOLVE says that, hey, we've got 3 or 4 distinctive research strengths at UVM, and we should invest in them, and we're asking our friends and donors to help with that. And it doesn't take a genius to say what should be one of those areas, what should perhaps be the prime area. It has to do with medicine, with this college, and with cancer. And so our SOLVE campaign is very consistent with the kinds of efforts that Randy Holcomb and all of you will be moving forward with. We're deeply committed to the success of the center. I know that past directors, Gary Stein, my friend Mr. Galbraith and others are here who have seen the center through some years, and now we have a fresh energy and a mandate, and so I will do all I can to see us through to that NCI designation and more. It needs to be a successful center. So thank you all for giving me a few minutes to speak with you. Randy, I'm thrilled to welcome you to the growing ranks of endowed professorships that we have here at UVM, and we couldn't be honoring more deserving persons. So congratulations and thank you.
Thank you so much, President Garamella. We do look forward to other occasions to invite you here to celebrate momentous occasions such as this. Who knows, maybe in a number of years, I won't give the number, we'll be celebrating a special designation altogether. It's now my pleasure to welcome the ASAP. But I will mention that this is all about excellence. The trajectory toward being a cancer center that anybody would designate as being excellent. And I really, truly do believe we're on our way. It's now my pleasure to introduce an individual who played a key role in the recruitment of Dr. Holcomb, Dr. Polly Parsons, the E.L. Amadon Chair and Professor of Medicine and Chair of the Department of Medicine. I want to acknowledge Dr. Parsons for her leadership in recruiting Dr. Holcomb, as he serves as Division Chief for the Division of Hematology and Oncology within her department, as well as she was instrumental in recruiting him to serve as well as Director of the UVM Cancer Center. Dr. Parsons will now have the honor of introducing Dr. Holcomb to us. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Parsons.
Thank you, Rick. This is more people than I've seen in 3 dimensions in 2 years. So it's a privilege to be here for so many different reasons. It's amazing. I have the privilege of introducing Dr. Holcomb, who most of us refer to as Randy now, but apparently this is very formal, so he is Dr. Holcomb this afternoon. Randy is a highly regarded clinician, scholar, and leader in cancer, although it really is a bit daunting to try to condense a 94-page CV into just a few moments, but I'll try. He received his BA from Duke University and earned a medical degree from the New Jersey School of Medicine and an MBA from the Zicklin School of Business. His postdoctoral clinical and research training was completed at Brigham and Women's Hospital and at Harvard Medical School. In 1989, after completing training in kind of chilly Boston, he returned to a warmer climate, joining the faculty at Louisiana State University Medical Center. And since then, he's had numerous leadership roles in academic centers across the country. He served as the Associate Director of Clinical and Translational Research at the Cho Family Comprehensive Cancer Center and the Chief of the Division of Hematology Oncology at the University of California, Irvine. Excuse me. He's been the Deputy Director of the Tisch Cancer Institute at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai, the Director of Clinical Cancer Affairs and Chief Medical Officer for Cancer at the Mount Sinai Health System, and most recently as the Director of the University of Hawaii Cancer Center. So he's used to having more than one job at a time. He has over 30 years of experience in translational research and in the conduct of oncology clinical trials. He served as principal investigator for over 150 trials in cancer, as well as several NIH-funded research project grants. His current research activities are focused on healthcare delivery science as a means to define and develop new approaches for the delivery of quality cancer care and clinical investigations, and to improve the diagnosis and treatment of patients with gastrointestinal cancers. To date, he's published over 130 peer-reviewed manuscripts, reviews, editorials, and book chapters, and his work has been continuously funded since 1986. Most recently, his funding has included the University of Hawaii Cancer Center Support Grant, leading a successful NCI redesignation of that center. I'm sure the number 3 years is going to come up again, Randy, I apologize. The NCI Hawaii Minority and Underdeserved NCORP, the NCI Pacific Island Partnership for Cancer Health Equity, and then the NIH HOLA, Early Phase Clinical Research Center. Many thanks to Randy for helping me with the pronunciation for HOLA and explaining that what looks like an apostrophe is actually something called an okina, which is a symbol for a guttural stop. So when you're looking to pronounce things on his CV, you need to learn a new language. He's held multiple national roles within the Association of the American Cancer Institutes, where he's now a member of the board of directors. He's been a member of the editorial board of the Journal of Oncology Practice and has served on numerous National Institutes of Health Studies sections. Dr. Holcomb transitioned back to a cold climate. It was snowing today, and joined the faculty at UVM in August of this year as professor with tenure, chief of the Division of Hematology Oncology in the Department of Medicine, and the director of UVM Cancer Center. In only 3 short months, he's become an invaluable member of the university, the College of Medicine, the UVM Health Network, the Department of Medicine, and the Division of Hematology Oncology. I look forward to our work together, but I also look forward to seeing how rapidly you can amass a collection of fleece vests that surpasses your collection of Hawaiian shirts. So welcome, Andy. So now we're going to present Dr. Holcomb with a medallion that marks this occasion and signifies his status as the holder of an endowed chair. We hope that he will wear it with his academic regalia, and we hope at commencement and other official university functions. So will you please come forward. Dr. Randall Holcomb is a highly respected researcher, clinician, and teacher. He has dedicated his career to improving the lives of patients and families who face complex and challenging journeys. Through his research, teaching, and leadership, he will ensure that we constantly improve our ability to care for patients here in Vermont and around the world. His presence brings great distinction to the Robert Larner, MD, College of Medicine at the University of Vermont, to the University of Vermont Cancer Center, and to the Division of Hematology Oncology. Dr. Randall Holcomb, the inaugural J. Walter Juckett Chair in Cancer Research. We honor you today with this medallion, which serves as an enduring symbol of this excellence you will strive to achieve in all the aspects of your professional life.
Thank you, Dr. Parsons. It's truly an honor to be here. I'd like to thank first the members of the J. Walter Juckett Foundation Board, Jerry Yates, Barbara Higgins, Rosemary Mackey, James Stewart, and Lou Wiener for this honor. I'd also like to thank President Garamella, Dean Page, Dr. Leflett, Dr. Parsons for their support and trust in recruiting me here to the University of Vermont. I would especially like to note Dr. Jerry Yates' steadfast loyalty to honoring Mr. Juckett's wishes. My professional story starts with sharks, dogfish sharks. In 1975, my first scientific mentor, Dr. David Updike, offered me the opportunity to do research at the Mount Desert Island Biological Laboratory in Maine, studying blood pressure regulation in sharks. Looking back, it was this that made me a scientist, and instilled in me a recognition that fundamental discovery could result in profound societal impact. These early experiences with research shaped my career path, eventually training as a laboratory-based physician scientist focused on the immunology of
and signaling pathways that cause cancer. But career paths are rarely neat and rarely straight, and mine was not. I trained in medicine as a hematologist and eventually became a gastrointestinal medical oncologist. My research was focused on laboratory investigations of colon cancer for over 30 years, but now I study health services research to devise new and better ways to deliver cancer care. I was an MD scientist and clinician who late in life got an MBA to help me more effectively lead clinical oncology programs. And special thanks to my wife, Connie, who during that time endured 3 years of 2 to 3 times per week night classes and lots of homework on the weekends. And especially for picking me up at a Wayward train station late at night whenever I slept through my stop on the Metro North commuter rail on the way home. These career changes have broadened my perspectives on how advances in so many disparate areas of science can positively impact cancer patients. Throughout my career, I've been fortunate to have been guided by mentors who have provided encouragement and sometimes harsh constructive criticism. Often it was clear who provided mentoring, but sometimes it was not until many years later that I could look back and realize that a particular individual had, for one reason or another, had a great impact on my professional development. In medical school, Dr. Dennis Quinlan, one of my internal medicine attendings, encouraged me to apply to Brigham and Women's Hospital for residency, telling me that I had as good a chance as anybody to get in, even though no one from New Jersey Medical School had ever landed a residency in internal medicine at the Brigham previously. That recommendation had a huge impact on my career, and I would not recognize fully until years later. More formal mentors such as Marshall Wolf at the Brigham, John Glass at LSU, Frank Maskins at the University of California, Irvine, and Steve Bierkoff at Mount Sinai all challenged me to aim high and provided me with the support and guidance to attain success. As my career progressed, I have been very fortunate to be entrusted with many leadership opportunities, and these have been especially rewarding for me. I value helping individuals, programs, and institutions in achieving excellence. Leadership requires vision, high expectations, and being unafraid to sometimes make difficult decisions. More importantly, it requires consideration of, respect for, communication with, and recognition of those being guided. It is ultimately these personal, humanistic attributes that allow leaders to be truly successful. I'm excited about the potential for excellence here at the University of Vermont Cancer Center, the Division of Hematology and Medical Oncology, and the cancer programs at the University of Vermont Medical Center. I have high expectations, and I'm confident that we will meet them. I'm humbled to be entrusted with the responsibility to realize these extraordinary possibilities. I would again like to thank the members of the J. Walter Juckett Foundation Board for the honor of the J. Walter Juckett Chair in Cancer Research. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Holcomb, Randy. We're so glad that you and Connie have joined us here in Vermont, even on a snowy day in November. I'd now like to ask Rosemary Mackey, Treasurer of the J. Walter Juckett Cancer Research Foundation, to join me here at the lectern. I've got a couple of words to say.
Okay. Oh.
Keeping my social distance here. The Rosemary Mackey. The generosity of the Juckett Foundation has made this endowed chair possible. and it will stand as an enduring legacy to J. Walter Juckett's commitment to improving the lives of patients with cancer and their families throughout the region and the world and beyond, in keeping with the missions of the University, the Larner College of Medicine, and the University of Vermont Cancer Center. It's my favorite part. Please accept this duplicate of the medallion we presented to Dr. Holcomb on behalf of the Juckett Foundation. We hope it will serve as a reminder of how grateful we are for the Juckett Foundation's extraordinary support.
President Jaramella, Dean Page, Dr. Leffler, Dr. Parsons, Jim Keller, and my fellow board member, Ms. Barbara Higgins, who is the secretary of the J. Walter Juckett Foundation. On behalf of our president, Jim Stewart, and two other board members, Dr. Jerome Yates and Dr. Lou Wiener, Barbara and I are thrilled to be here today, welcoming Dr. Holcomb as the J. Walter Juckett Chair in Cancer Research and the Director of the Cancer Center here. And of course, the Director of Medical Oncology, which is going to be a big job. It is a day that we have looked forward to for a very, very long time. 45 years ago, Jerry Yates applied for a planning grant and was awarded it to develop what was then called the Vermont Regional Cancer Center. I think we've come full circle. My husband, Dr. Erwin Krakoff, was recruited as founding director, and Irv, Jerry, and Barbara were a team who built the foundation for the cancer center you have here today. They were awarded a core grant and built bridges to the basic research areas of the School of Medicine. During that time, the relationship with Walter Juckett evolved, and the Lake Champlain Cancer Research Organization was formed and funded the UVM Cancer Center as its beneficiary. There have been highs and lows. Through it, the LCCR continued to find projects and programs with a dream that the Cancer Center would one day have a core grant again. 3 years. We heard it here. With Dr. Holcomb's appointment, we see that as a real possibility. Dr. Yates, who would have been here today had he not had a medical emergency, was going to give this little talk. So I called him last night and I said, Jerry, what would you say? And he said, I would have talked about Walter Juckett. Irv and I used to drive down to Glens Falls, and we would hear from Walter about how to cure cancer. And the way he cured it was cream, not milk, honey, not sugar. And he firmly believed that. But the nice thing about Mr. Juckett was he was incredibly paternalistic to all of his employees. He had a list of everybody who worked for him his birthday, and on their birthday, he made sure he went to see them to give them a birthday card himself. He was apparently an incredibly kind and generous man. And I think what we're seeing here today is not only so wonderful for the School of Medicine, for the university, but most especially for the people in Vermont and beyond who have the need to come to a cancer center and want to have caring, wonderful people like all of you taking care of them. So that's something we should applaud. You should know that we changed the name from the LCCRO. That was a very complex research organization that had some specific IRS connotations that drove Barbara mad. And we turned it into a foundation, which makes it a lot easier for us to manage. And we're grateful that we have gotten that done. So we were thrilled when Dean Page asked us if we would consider this grant so that we could recruit Dr. Holcomb. So we did that. But the other thing that pleases me, and I hope you'll have us back, is that when my husband was 80, and I can't believe that was 18 years ago, with Manet's help, we created a green and gold professorship in his name. And the foundation has now increased that to a full professorship, so that Dr. Holcomb has the wherewithal to recruit somebody wonderful to work with him. And I can't wait to come back and celebrate that too. Thank you for having us. We are thrilled to be here. Thank you, Dr. Holcomb, for coming and saying yes.
Ms. Mackey, thank you so much. Rosemary, it's been a pleasure getting to know you. I've got to believe Walter Juckett's looking down with pride, and I know your husband likewise would be thrilled that you're here with us representing this wonderful organization. We're deeply grateful to the J. Walter Juckett Foundation for your ongoing, your steadfast support and really helping us envision the future that we all really see as getting there. I'm not going to give any dates, but it's getting there. We're on the way, and we do look forward to celebrating the next endowed chair that Dr. Holcomb will allow us to acknowledge and to fill. So we take pride every day in the activities of our faculty, and what a wonderful event today to acknowledge a new faculty member, to acknowledge the faculty members that we have here, many of whom are in attendance. Dr. Stein, thank you for joining us today. What an amazing event. And I think the last time we were here, President Caramella, it was to celebrate that beautiful building that the groundbreaking year into construction. We look forward to opportunities in the future to likewise acknowledge major milestones for this wonderful Larner College of Medicine, this wonderful University of Vermont, and frankly, the communities we serve, as you so nicely pointed out, upstate New York, Vermont, the whereabouts here that really are counting on us to provide the best possible cancer care, and I really believe we are doing so now, and we will be able to do so much more in the future. So as we close, I want to thank everyone for attending. Randy, Connie, again, welcome. This concludes our formal program. I do look forward to a time in the not-too-distant future where we would mingle, we could get to eat and drink. I'd much rather be spending that money than saving the money on not having these events, but I wish everyone a fine day. And let's give one more round of applause. First of all, the Juckett Foundation and the recipient of this great honor, Dr. Randy Holcomb. Thank you for being here.